here, still getting cold because it's incredible. Everybody said it was a little crazy what I was doing, planting all these trees and these berry plants, like this blackberry or this blackberry here. And that was, I think about 4 or 5 years ago. When I first started gardening, it was 13 years ago. This right here is a cherry tree. It's going to grow about 7, 8 feet tall, about 4 foot around. And I bought a dwarf. And I was talking to a young lady last night at karaoke that you need to purchase trees that will fit into your environment. And look at this right here. This is a small blueberry. Snow all around it. See the snow there? Snow all around it. And up this line is blueberry. Full of 8. And they're planted close. Oh, I can't talk, it's so cold. They're planted so close together because I like the high density system of planting things. And this one here, I got a steal on this one. This one was $7 at Home Depot. End of the year closeout. Probably would have sold for about $16 when it had all its leaves and it was pretty. And I don't buy them like that. I look for the bargain. It's doing quite well. This one here is up here near or in the garden area. So it's doing quite well. And this is the garden area here. You've seen this in shots many, many times over, but I'm so proud of it. Y'all know how I feel about this. Some of y'all have been watching my videos for a while. And I appreciate each and every one of you for contacting me and saying, hey, we love your videos. I appreciate that. Some of the big talent gardeners, they don't contact other gardeners. They just don't. They wait for you to contact them because they have established themselves already. Okay, so we got, well, I guess you call them big time YouTube gardeners. They don't contact anybody. They have the ads, they're getting paid, they're doing okay, so they don't contact the little guys. If you don't believe me, see how many contacts you get from those big, well-known gardeners on YouTube. Okay, this is a garden bed, or my garden station. My onion station and garlic station. And it took a beating with that cold. I mean, this onion here, I don't know, but I should have covered them, but I'm not going to worry about that because, look, I work, I try to do the best I can, and I can't do it all. But everything looks like it's going to pop up and start doing better. These are strawberries planted right next to the onion, and this is look at that cherry tree. I always loved cherries, so now I own several of them. Wait a minute, yeah, about 7, might be more. This one here, that's my favorite. Well, all of them are my favorite, but I really like this one. But this one here has a very good structure, and it was a throwaway tree. What I mean by that, see how it's curled down at the bottom? You know, you get these trees because they are not the best shaped trees. That's how I got them. And it was about $9 a piece online. I'll give the information to you, just contact me. And I'm going to take cuttings off of these. I'm going to sell these as full-size trees. They will be dwarfs. They'll be full-size trees. And then over here is a Granny Smith apple. I keep cutting it back because, see, I try to establish on all my trees. I cut all my trees back like this. This is a younger tree. I cut it back because I want a strong root system. I don't care about fruit the second year, third year, fourth year. I want a structure that the roots are strong, they dig down. And so when I grow a tree, I want it to be a big, strong, burly tree. And this right here, this is a pear. And I love this. This one here really took off when I first got it. But I still cut it back. I still kept cutting it back. And I cut it back at least twice. And it is strong and strong. I mean, when it takes off this year, it's going to take off. And this one here, next to this container, which I put there, I haven't moved yet. Let me see if there's any worms under there. I doubt it. Because it's been sitting here for quite a while. Okay, it's too cold for worms. And I put this here to stop the tree people from hitting this tree when they were delivering the leaves. which, by the way, these were delivered, and they were, at the time, they were about 1,500 pounds, because I remember when he brought it here, he said, I got 800 pounds, and then he brought one slightly smaller than that, so I kind of told it out at about 1,500 pounds. Biggest load he ever brought me. And over here is the pile that went down quite a bit. Like I said, it'll be about 4 feet when it's finished going down. It's still going to keep falling. This will be a rich nutrient pile that I will use throughout my garden. Remember, I said earlier, I stopped buying fertilizers from stores. I stopped doing it because I kept looking at them. They kept sliding the prices up. It's not that I'm trying to be cheap, but they kept sliding. Look at all this fertilizer I have on this ground. See all that fertilizer? That was free. Over 30,000 pounds of wood chips throughout this whole yard. I've moved by hand, by myself. Now, the fertilizers that they kept sliding up the prices at the store, I got tired of it. I just really got tired of the game. And I said, how can I fertilize my whole entire garden? Being as though it is expanding, and the price of water has gone up in almost every city and state. How can I keep this garden going and still continue to have a successful garden and also cut costs? And the main thing happened was I ran across Paul Goucher on the internet. The guy that films him, I don't know what he's doing, but Paul Goucher is the one that I respect, and his word is gospel to me. He knows what he is talking about. You could just type in Paul Goucher, or you could type in Back to Eden, whatever. Like I said, I don't care for the photographer. I really don't. But Paul Goucher is the one that he'll tell you something, and it's the truth. Okay, look at this right here. This is beautiful. This is mine, and it is incredible. It's frozen now, but look at the. I like the way it looks on the ground. But I tell you something, I'm not in a hurry, but I want to break it down quick because spring will be here before I'm gonna have to dig through it and put down my seeds. This whole entire ground, most of it, 90% of it, is going to be kale, which I found out this week is a superfood. It's superfood. You should grow some kale, really, some kind of kale. And so that's what I'm growing. Any dark leafy vegetable like kale or spinach, but mainly kale. That's going to be the deal. That's going to be the ticket. Now, I went heirloom this year because I want kale to always be a part of this garden. I also went heirloom with my cabbage as well. So that's going to be a big deal. Now, along with the fruit, along with the collard greens, kale, and mustard greens, and also I'm doing a lot of potatoes over in the section here. I said that earlier in one of my films. It's going to be a lot of potatoes. I think I'm going to stick with red and another type of white potato. And then something saying, well, do some sweet potatoes as well. But I'm going to do some more research because they have a long growing season, so I don't know how I'm going to do that. But I think I'm going to grow some shoots and then put those in the ground because I've seen people with success on YouTube with that type of method. Growing them longer indoors and then bringing them out as shoots and then go from there. Ladies and gentlemen, keep on making your gardening films. Keep on gardening and stay away from that grocery store as much as you can because as long as you can grow, like I did here. Look at that. These are all grapevines. They don't look like I admit they don't look like much right now because they've been cut short. I put them in the ground. There's a total of 10 of them in my yard now. Who would have ever thought I would do 10 grapevines? And look at this trellis system that they're on. You haven't seen this before. It's a single stake system, each one of them. A single stake system. And you don't see that on YouTube. I'm the second person. The other one is a gentleman from the UK. He's the one who introduced it to me. And I checked all over YouTube. They don't have no one out there that has anything relating to this subject of growing grapes on a single stake system. All right, it's very cold out here. I'm going to go in, but I appreciate each and every one of you. I do. And some of you already know I'm opening up a store online. I'm in the process of retooling that store, but I'm going to do the best to keep my costs down, and I'm going to do the best I can to make certain that I can sell you the items that you're looking for. And I'm a real fast shipper. I've always been very good at shipping things very fast. As soon as everything clears, the item is on its way. All right, have a good day.